live at Joe Robbie Stadium in Miami, where the San Francisco 49ers and the San Diego Chargers will play Super Bowl 29. In less than 3 decades, the Super Bowl has become America's greatest sporting spectacle. Now 174 countries will watch the Niners and the Chargers. The Super Bowl is global theater.
The world will be watching this Super Bowl. Certainly viewers in San Francisco will watch as the 49ers try to win it for a record 5th time. And in San Diego, they're euphoric about the Chargers' first trip to the Super Bowl. The rest of America will be watching on television too. They're coming down from the mountains of Wyoming, in from the shorelines of Maine. They'll all watch the World Championship of Professional Football, and memories of past Super Bowls linger forever. Around the world, they're getting ready. American soldiers in Korea. They'll be watching the 49ers' awesome power, the biggest favorite in Super Bowl history. Down under, they're coming in from the midsummer heat to watch the underdogs from San Diego. Can the Chargers upset the 49ers? Even in the Earth's most remote region, Antarctica, they'll be watching. This is the Super Bowl, and upsets can happen, as they did in 1969 when Joe Namath and the New York Jets beat Baltimore. Could this be another upset? The world waits. This is Super Bowl 29.
From the 45. And with Floyd in motion and no backs behind Young, he goes to the air and hits Taylor. And John Taylor from the 44. They fake it to Floyd. Young to the air. Young to Jerry Rice. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, that's quite a statement their defense made.
The lightning bolts were just hit by one.
Jerry Rice, his 5th Super Bowl, a touchdown, splitting defensive safety men. And it was almost like they were paralyzed there, almost like they were looking for an autograph as he went by.
Well, the first pass to John Taylor was just a 3-step drop, a quick release. This time Young goes back a little farther, and you can see Richard in the trailing position in the middle, and 29 Carrington, both safeties for the San Diego Chargers. It's their responsibility.
And this is the worst thing that could have happened to the Chargers.
Doug Bryan, the rookie, for the point after. The game is 1 minute, 24 seconds old. Jerry Rice has become the first man in history to score 5 touchdowns in Super Bowls. 7-0 San Francisco.
Or something like that, not with both of them deep.
3rd down and 3. And Young scramble, and that's what Steve Young does, and what sets him apart as he runs for the first down. So you cover everybody, and then there's down at the 49-yard line. Young this time gives it, or fakes it to Floyd, then throws to Waters, who breaks a couple of tackles, and there goes Ricky for a touchdown.
Boy, I'll tell you, it was tough enough with John Taylor, Jerry Rice, and Brent Jones. But Ricky Waters has worked himself into the passing offense of the 49ers big time.
And I'm in favor of rewinding back to the national anthem and starting over.
Doug Bryan for the point after. Well, we saw the fastest touchdown in the history of the Super Bowl. And now the 2 quickest touchdowns. This one, 51 yards. We played 4 minutes and 55 seconds, and it's 14-0.
And the Chargers are doing their best to remain nameless and faceless.
3rd and 4. Say in motion. Humphreys guns one into the 49er territory, and it is a first down, a short 2. And Ronnie Harmon has a hole to the right side, inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line. On 2nd and 6. Means again. Natron inside the 15, takes it to the 10-yard line. Field 1st and goal at the 1. Means the tailback. They give it to Natron Means, and he's in for the touchdown behind Steve Hendrickson.
Boy, we talk about athletic ability. You saw it there. We're talking about Means, how powerful he is. He also is, he's so agile. for the man his size. This time he just hurdled over the top.
John Carney, who led the league in scoring, tacks on the extra point. 13 plays, 78 yards, engineered by Ralph Friedgen. The offensive core doesn't. 2:44 to go in the quarter. San Diego halves the lead.
He still had a little work left to do.
He's back in on second.
Oh.
And Taylor makes a fabulous catch. They attempted that one pass to him. It was incomplete. Second and 11. Young scrambling. Taken off. Inside the 20. Banged down at the 15. 15-yard pickup. Young has now carried twice for 36 yards and watches the first quarter expire. First and goal from the 5. Young to Floyd. Touchdown.
Bar none.
That's what they call him. He says, I'm the best fullback in the league, bar none.
Why is it that the 49ers get 3 rookie starters on their football team, and all 3 of them look like experienced veterans? William Floyd, Lee Woodall, and Bryant Young. That's
Floyd is
extraordinary.
from Florida State. You got Woodall from Westchester State. How do you talk about him? But Bryant Young is from Notre Dame.
David Griggs, the linebacker from San Diego, is the guy that had the coverage. He's number 92 there on the left side of your screen. He's going to come in, but he's just late to get to William Floyd, and then the tackle's not made. And hey, guess what? 3 possessions, 3 49er touchdowns.
To 7, San Francisco. Young guns it to Jones, and the tight end makes the catch.
That ball was late getting there from Young.
Second and 10, and he fires a slant over the middle. It's caught by Jerry Rice. They've run that play a million times, seemingly, leading the league in passing for a 4th consecutive season. Second and 6, rolling left. Oh, what a move by Jerry Rice again. Takes it to the 15-yard line. That's a first down.
Hours ago, and they thought it would get here before now.
Here's Floyd. And the rookie pulls his way down to the 9 yards up the years back, and a Super Bowl. 3rd and 3 now after the timeout. And the Chargers blitz, but Young gets it off to Ricky Waters for the touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you, the Chargers don't blitz much. They blitzed on the Jerry Rice touchdown at the very beginning of the game. They blitzed there. I mean, Steve Young with the perfect read.
I don't blame them for blitzing. We talked earlier, Bill Arnsparger can't just sit back. That is just perfect execution. Ricky Waters is what they call the hot receiver. The linebacker blitzes to his side. The man who's supposed to cover him is clear back in the end zone. Griggs comes up, but Steve Young gets it past David Griggs, right to Ricky Waters. It's just perfectly executed by the 49ers. That is why they are the best team in football.
And maybe the best offensively that has ever been in football.
There are more than just a few coaches around the NFL that think this is the finest offensive machine that's ever been assembled.
Doug Bryan boots it through. Testimony to the fact, best offensive team ever perhaps. Doug Bryan, the kicker, has not made anything remotely resembling a critical kick all season, or a pressure-packed kick, because they've been blowing out teams week after week after week.
That is a play that is just not that easily executed, and Young, Waters, and the rest of the members of the San Francisco offense make it look like all they're doing is playing pitch and catch in a park on a Saturday afternoon.
This is a Bobby Beathard find. They give it to Means, and on a reverse, Shaw Jefferson into San Francisco territory, and he takes it to the 46. From the 46. Middle screen. Eric Bieniemy handles the ball for the first time in the game, and he's off to the races. And Eric Bieniemy is out of bounds inside the 15 at the 13.
Good as the 49ers, you got to make big plays.
31-yard attempt for Carney out of Gail Gilbert's hold, and that is good. So they do come up with 3. The Charger cannon goes off. 3rd and 1.
I don't know that that means anything. We've just seen it.
Whoa! Freeze from Martin, and he's out in front, and it is broken up at the goal line. Eric Davis staying right with him as Humphreys unloads. but the ball hung, and Eric was able to get back and break it up.
That's unusual, and such a strong arm on the part of Humphries.
Are they ruling that he caught that? Are they
Trying to
saying
get to him, I think?
Yeah,
precious little at this point in time? Eric Davis gets the interception, and the 49ers lead by 18.
Let's see more of Ricky Waters at receiver.
All right, Leslie, and they fake it to Waters, and it's Jerry Rice. So if it's not Waters, it's Rice, or it's Taylor, or it's Jones. 8-yard sack, 3rd and 17. They have to get to the 36th for a first down, and they get to the 32 as the catch is made for a first down at the 32-yard line. Looking at 3, and Ricky Waters cuts it back for the touchdown.
Steve Young raised his arms. He made the change at the line of scrimmage, read the defense, knew what he had to go to, knew the play he wanted, made the change. Touchdown 49ers. I tell you, they're awesome.
They are now playing against themselves in a way. They're playing against the greatest teams in San Francisco history. That's the only question right now.
Boy, and you watch number 8 direct this offense. I asked him the question, I said, what winning the Super Bowl mean to you? And he said, it would be the pinnacle. I feel like I've been climbing a mountain over the last few years. I'd slide back about 10 or 15 feet, and then sometimes I felt like I was going to
left guard, Wallace at left tackle, Barton at right tackle are kicking by.
They go for it as Humphries takes a deep drop and then throws incomplete. Singleton in motion. Waters swinging to the outside, and Ricky picks up a first down.
On the inside of that line, Sapola moved from center to guard and made the Pro Bowl in another position.
2nd and 10. Young on the run and steps out of bounds at the 12. 3rd and 13 at the 15 after the timeout. Young throws. Jerry Rice. Touchdown.
San Francisco.
What a pair.
Jerry landed awkwardly in the end zone. He looked like he took a shot on the left side again when he went down.
From Sean Van Horst.
Yeah.
Jerry Rice just taking it downfield, planting and driving off the left foot. Steve Young drilling it in.
I think Steve Young walking around, he's a human exclamation point with that.
Doug Bryan for the point after.
And 5 Lombardi trophies will belong to the 49ers, more than anybody else.
Stay in the game, but they have to convert right here. Natron Means is the tailback. They give it to him. Nothing there, so he has to come back the other way. Humphries blocks McDonald, but then Hanks comes up from the secondary, and Means is taken down.
And you credit all of that.
Let's get him into it.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line. Ricky Waters swings to the outside and is out of bounds, a little short of the first down as time expires in the 3rd quarter.
Babble almost up here as we walk along the press box with the foreign languages that are broadcasting being
hit. Rice making the catch, stretching and reaching. Touchdown San Francisco. A clinic.
And I think Jerry is saying, don't haul me up yet. There he is. Good. I thought for a minute that he was a little banged up.
the slant.
And I believe
how many times have we seen that?
That's the record for Steve Young, breaking the record of Joe Montana in a Super Bowl. Wow. What do you say?
Look at the little move to the outside, so familiar. Breaking it back to the inside. Steve Young right there with the football. Dwayne Harper, the victim.
Oh, that's a beautiful look, guys. Beautiful look. Spiral in the ball, down low. Harper has no play on it whatsoever. Rice, a big receiver. I think that was after the play. Frank. I'll finish my own sentences, thank you.
4th down and 6. And Gilbert flips one, and that is picked off, and why not? What's a Super Bowl without a Deion Sanders interception? And then Ronnie Harmon comes in and bangs into the turf and 10 at the 28-yard line. Humphries back in. Humphries going deep, and that's picked off by Toy Cook, the former Saint.
Boy, did he time that beautifully.
28-yard line. 49-18. And
wide open.
We cut away from the plays to see George Seifert taking his bath as Tony Martin makes the pass. And George Seifert with his to the accompaniment of the Charger
cannon. And I think George is saying, what's that cannon going off for?
Yeah.
his brand new jacket.
I don't know that George is even aware of the fact that San Diego scored a touchdown.
Right.
You know, he may not be too thrilled when he wipes off those glasses and find out that they scored.
The 90s, George. That changed things a lot for this team.
Here's Humphreys looking for two, and again he's successful on a two-point conversion, and there's Alfred Papunu.
And his coconut drink.
Yep.
Mike Shanahan has made his way down from the booth, and he's hugging Steve Young.
Dion. Well, it's second down and one at the 35-yard line to the strains of "We Will Rock You."
Dion
the ball is snapped to Humphreys. Humphreys going deep and incomplete, intended for Martin with 10 seconds remaining.
Dion all the way back at the goal line, playing center field here for the 49ers. Strategically placing himself farthest from anybody on the entire field.
Steve Young, officially the Super Bowl most valuable player. He's leading by 23. Humphreys putting it up. And it is out of the end zone. And why not? Dion out of the end zone winds up with the football. He gets the game ball.
Dion catches that one in the bullpen.
The 49ers wrap up one of the great seasons in the history of the National Football League as George Seifert wins his second Super Bowl title. And Steve Young, the first to throw 6 touchdown passes in a Super Bowl game, 49-26.
It's hard to describe the feeling. This all began back in July for these players. It's a year-round job for them, but this is what they all battle for, what they fight for, they go through the pain for. The very top.
A lot more still to come from Miami. We'll be back. Throwing a total of 6 touchdown passes. The first one he threw came early in the game to Jerry Rice, the fastest in Super Bowl history. And the 6th to Jerry Rice with 13:49 to play in the game. He's the MVP. The Niners are 5-time Super Bowl champs and will return to Miami after this.